So I feel dejected and I feel conflicted at the same time. Reason being, I think we made Chelsea look like title contenders. I feel like we let them feel like they're on our level when they're not. Chelsea is not on our level. And I knew that we will always find a way to let the smaller teams, and I will class them as a small team because of the position they're in. They're a big club. They're a big club, right? But the way they've been playing for the whole season, I class them in this category of a small team this season. And I can't believe we allowed them to compete with us. And it's not like we had a brilliant match, hitting the crossbar, hitting the post, like ripping players inside out. We haven't done nothing. We were literally missing for the whole 45 minutes. And for the basically the beginning of the first half, the only time we came to life is when the substitution came on. And you could criticize Arteta and say that, listen, after he saw that the team weren't performing well, he should have made that substitute a long time ago. Yes, we can make that criticism. And I will be all for that. Because Saka was having one of the worst match of the season, one of his worst match in his life. He done absolutely nothing. He didn't even beat Cucurella one time in the first half. I can't remember. If you have, good for you. You got brilliant memory, or you're one of these optimistic fan. Well, super. I have to say ultra optimistic fan because I'm optimistic fan. But you have to be an ultra optimistic fan to be giving Saka praise after this match. Yes, I understand that you may give him credit for the goal for the goal that Trossard scored because you've done the assist and it was a brilliant ball. But I can't remember Saka done anything else that was good. He went to the byline, tried to do a few stuff, dropped a few fouls, but this is not Saka. For his level, I'm comparing him on a world-class level because I believe he's a world-class player. So once again, the only thing I can think about, perhaps he was injured, perhaps he's ill. Those are the only two things. And if that's the case, then someone needs to be blamed. Either Arteta needs to be blamed for playing him or starting him. And even if you start him and see that he's not performing, take him off early. But he didn't even take him off. Or Saka needs to be blamed for producing this terrible, atrocious result. Someone needs to take responsibility. And I feel like this is 2 points job. I don't feel like this is 1 point game. I feel like this is 2 points job because Chelsea was up for the taking. If you watch my previous video with Mesado, you see that I said that the match will be dictated in midfield because Chelsea's got 3 defensive midfield. That's how they play. They haven't got any attacking mid. They play with 3. So we knew that. Arteta knew that. But yet still, we set up the team with 2 midfielders in the middle, but Declan Rice is more playing at 8, like Jacaro. And Jorginho sitting. You can't have Jorginho sitting. He's not strong enough. He's not aggressive enough. He's not quick enough to get back. So much reason. We knew that Chelsea, their best position on the pitch in terms of the best qualities in your team is in the center of the midfield. You can't have, they got rid of Jorginho for this exact reason. And we have Jorginho sitting by himself most of the time. While Rice attacks, most of the times, Rice is out of position because he's playing the 8, he's in attacking transition while Jorginho's at the back by himself. He can't do nothing. They run absolutely circles around Jorginho, and I can't even blame him because we knew the type of play he is. I'm not saying that we should get rid of Jorginho. He's very good in certain matches. In certain situations, it's good to come on, it's good to start. But not in a match where you know it's going to be difficult in midfield. It's going to be aggressive. You have to be quick. You have to be... The only thing he has is intelligence. He hasn't got speed. He hasn't got strength. His passing is okay. But apart from that, he lacks in every area, and you can't have him playing against the 3 most combative midfield pairing or trio in the league. You can't have Jorginho in there, especially if he's not playing with Rice like in the low number 2. He's not playing with Rice together. He's not playing with Partey together. And that's another thing. I don't understand why Partey was even playing. Yes, perhaps he's injured, perhaps he pulled something, whatever. But this is why we need another midfield because we can't rely on Partey. Season after season, we've been relying on this guy and he's always find a way to let us down. He always find a way to get injured in the biggest matches of the season. And before, I wasn't saying that this was one of the biggest matches of the season because I'm saying that this is Chelsea. This is Chelsea. Look how they've been performing this season. Yes, they might have a lucky win against Burnley in terms of the scoreline. This is Chelsea. Where are they going to get their goals from? And we gave away a penalty. And the second goal was a fluke goal. But I knew Modric, I knew he was going to try to do something because I think that he still have it up for us in terms of we didn't try hard enough to get him. I think that he still have that in the back of his mind that, listen, I should have been at Arsenal, but they didn't try hard enough for me. So I knew he was going to come. If you watch my last video, I said it. He was going to do something in this match and he scored a goal. Yes, it was a lucky goal, but a goal is a goal. Because if it wasn't for that goal, we would have won. So they draw because he scored that goal. This leads me down to Raya. Raya. I was not overcritical of Raya. I understand the position Raya is in terms of he came to a new team, fighting for number one, and obviously the fans love Ramsdale. So it's going to be difficult for him to come in and basically do what he was doing at Brentford. But he's not helping himself with performances like these. Once again, I'm not being overcritical because I believe that I want to see him with a player striker like Ivan Toney, the way they play at Brentford. I want to see that link up. I want to see that partnership. And if that doesn't work, then I will be critical of him. But so far, he's been absolutely brilliant with the ball at his feet, barring a few mistakes. Today, I see him passing, trying to get the ball to Declan Rice. I think he was trying to nutmeg Conor Gallagher because I don't see how he expect to pass the ball straight at Gallagher and it goes through him. Like, he wasn't there. I don't see. Man, it amazed me. I don't know what he was thinking, but luckily he was quick enough to get back and get that. Otherwise, we would have lost that match. So Raya needs to do better. He's not helping himself with performances like these. He's not. And he's better than this, man. He's so much better than this. I believe in Raya. Right now, he's letting me down. The whole team has let me down today. The whole team. The only players as I said before are Declan Rice and Martinelli can live with their heads held high. Apart from those two, everyone else was garbage, literally rubbish. Overcooking passes, undercooking passes, not even having shots on goal when they should have, and running in blind tunnels. Oh my gosh. I was so angry at my team today, and especially Odegaard. Odegaard is our attacking mid. I understand that it was difficult playing in midfield when you got three very aggressive players. That's always basically snapping at your heels. But Odegaard, I believe you're on the world-class level. You should be doing something better than this, man. You had time to study matches of these guys, to see how much they clamp down players in terms of not giving you any space to operate. You should have been thinking of ways how to combat that, how to beat that. You should have been thinking. You're the captain, sitting down with Saka saying, like, listen, Saka, they play like this, so we're going to start doing this. Listen, Saka, they do these things, so we're going to start doing that. Listen, Martinelli, we're going to have to. This is your role as captain. You need to start taking. I understand, yes, you're very good at boosting up players, hyping them up, giving them credit, giving them praise. But you need to start understanding that's not the whole scope of being captain. When the team is performing like this, you have to lead at the forefront, inspire them, find ways to inspire them. And so far, the only inspiration came from Rice, which scored a goal, by the way, and Martinelli. Everyone else was garbage. But as a captain, you're the one that should be inspiring. So I have to be overcritical of Odegaard, not just for his rubbish performances, but I didn't see him try to inspire the team. I didn't see him. He was missing for the whole match. Missing. All in all, guys, I'm so disappointed. Point drop, 2 points drop, not one game. That's how I see it. And you guys, you naive fans, you weak-minded fans, gonna say, this shows resilient, this shows this shows that. I don't want to hear all that, because this shows weakness as well. This shows weakness in terms of we're playing against a team that's in. I don't care about the name. I don't care about the how much money they spend in the transfer window. I'm talking about the position they're in and how many goals they score. Chelsea's not scoring much goals this season, apart from when they play against smaller teams. That's how they score a lot of goals, or score a few goals. But apart from that, Chelsea's not scoring much goal. They haven't got a good outlet in terms of a striker or goal scorer. And we let them come and score 2 against us. Yes, 1 is a fluke. But even so, man, this is so disappointing. Disappointing. My team has let me down once again. And this is why I don't have no trust in them. I don't have any faith. I said it before. That listen, before I will be bigging up my chest. But knowing Arsenal, knowing us, we're gonna let these smaller teams beat us. When we play against big teams, I can big up my chest. But these small teams, as what I said, if we hit the crossbar, if we be hitting the post, if they had to be having players and putting their bodies on the line, I would have been so happy at taking a point. But this match, dead dry, nothing. I can't accept that. I can't. So that's the video they're ending, guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share, and help me on my journey to 100 subs. Because, boy, I don't even know what to say, man. Catch you in the next video, guys. Goodbye.